We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for just sticking with old me, Duke CT, here live on TalkShoe.com and seeing how everything is, you know, well, everything seems to be, mediocre as everything as most next gen games are. This podcast is straight on to mediocrity. Once but at least I would say at least most games back in the day they used to strive for greatness. In fact, if you told me once upon a time that the Avengers video game would be actually something, something that actually could be really good, something really positive, something that actually, can't wait to see the ball after during the MCU, the height of the MCU. I'm like surprised that this is just this right here. This was like, I'm surprised it took this long. I want quality, but it just seems like, well, I mean, the Avengers are pretty much done for. So, okay, let's finally make it. And even better, it's a Destiny clone. Yes, the Avengers. By the way, there's a video game, a video spot. Suppose a preview of the game. It shows this. It's like I'm like, really, Destiny, because why? Just not just their stunt doubles of the Avengers and such, which is um, yeah, that's nice. But in fact, it was going to be a looter shooter, which I'm like, why? Why is this a looter shooter? Well, I think the Avengers, I don't think an online live service, basically a long-term live service that's going to be like, oh, it's going to be here forever. And then next year, oh, wait, it's like Anthem, where it's just not works anymore. And it's completely, just goes to a nosedive and just craps out. But I'm just sitting here and I'm like, why do you need to do this? Why do you need to do all this stuff to, I would say, hey, if you want to do upgrades to Iron Man, I'm like, fine. Or say you want interesting weapons for Black Widow. Okay, Thor. Upgrades, fine. Captain America, but Destiny stuff, looter shooters, just, it doesn't really fit. To me, when I just get a very bad sense. I like a bad, yeah. Could have been. Endgame could have sped up definitely 2 movies, but hey, 3-hour matinees are back. Oh yeah, Sigmar movies. Well, hey, Joker made $1 billion, and and just like when I'm watching right now, that's not going to stop what Capital scoring against oh my gosh, it's John Carlson again. Who can stop him? But yeah. Just like everything else, it will not stop. Superhero movies, yes. I would love to see, I would like to see more of that. The hero or protagonist loses at the end. I mean, technically, you got that with Infinity War. Technically. But yeah, I want to have movies. But again, the only time you can see it is probably in like Netflix or HBO Max or maybe Disney Plus. I don't know. But yeah, those are the places you're gonna see that. Those are the only places, ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna see those movies. But yeah, I would like to see more of that, but that ain't happening anytime soon, boys and girls. Let's go and let's rewind something back here. Let's get back to the point. Avengers and looter shooters, and again, I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of what the Destiny clones are, because this doesn't need to be a Destiny clone. It doesn't need to be something. This could have been an original game or something. Instead, they say, it's following a trend. And it's funny because it's an MCU. It's like cashing in the MCU. The MCU made its trend. It made cinematic universes possible. It created that. For all its good, bad, and different, that is what they did. But here in the Marvel's Avengers game, it's just, well, Destiny and Anthem and all this stuff here, those are somewhat popular. Let's just ride that train. Just once, I would like to see something, and I know a Marvel game that is not Spider-Man or an RPG that is actually embraces the characters and such. Ultimate Alliance 3 looks interesting. But I want to get that maybe next year when I get all the DLC and everything else. But I'm like, when's the last time a truly individual Marvel game, other than Spider-Man, that's key, other than Spider-Man, that it actually had, like, you know, really a really good game with it. Something that you say, okay, this game is awesome. Incredible Hulk? I mean, that's it. And DC's no better. I mean, it's Batman, and more Batman. Meanwhile, you can I'm surprised it hasn't been a Wonder Woman game yet. I'm surprised it hasn't been a Superman game yet. You know, then again, that hasn't been killed off by Warner Brothers and such. Aquaman game. Well, okay, they had an Aquaman game and stuff, but you're telling me you can't make a good Aquaman game now, or you know, a really good Teen Titans game, or really good, you know, heck, Swamp Thing. You could do something with Swamp Thing in video games. You could do something like that. And it frustrates me. It does. It frustrates me that, that you have, ladies and gentlemen, that you have, you know, these huge companies that just depend on, we will depend on the same heroes over and over and over again. I mean, they're already looking like they're making Spider-Man 2 after the I haven't played the Fantastic Spider-Man game yet by Insomniac Studios. I will when I get a PS4, which will hopefully be next year. But yeah, I want to play these games. I want to do, because I want to have a great Spider-Man. That's a great Spider-Man game. That's nice. I want to have some detail. Why not have a great Daredevil game? Why not have a great Captain America single game? Why can't we have a great Iron Man game? I mean, you tell me that you have all this stuff from Iron Man. You know, like, you know, all these like mech stuff is going on right now. You can't tell me that you can't make a good mech. Iron Man is just a small, tiny mech. You can't tell me you can't make a great game out of Iron Man. Really? Or Thor? Or, you know, I'm just sad that they can't do anything like that. It's just frustrating. It's frustrating to see that there's so many potential in these movies and, you know, and all this other multimedia stuff, but the only ones that actually get somewhat good is Batman and Spider-Man. That's the only ones. And not only that, and this would seem to be like, well, we can make good video games out of other Marvel characters, and I'm like, no, you're following another trend. You're following this wore down path of Destiny. A wore down path that, you know, even Destiny did a pretty decent job with it. But what's the last one? Anthem? You want to go, which I would not be surprised it goes down that path of how bad this game, how Anthem went up. I wouldn't be surprised that it would be like, oh, Anthem, you know, Marvel's Avengers going through the same path, whatever, with as Anthem. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. Because that's what it is, you know, with these type of games. And again, with Square Enix at the helm, which I am just real shuddered to see like what they're going to do with this. I shudder to think what they're going to do with this type of franchise. I was like, oh, but it's Crystal Dynamics. It's Crystal Dynamics. They're going to be just fine. I'm like, really? You know, I mean, yes, Crystal Dynamics have done great stuff. But, again, with the developers of... who else is in there? Eidos Montreal. And you know what type of games they also Montreal did? Let's see. It did... Deus Ex, which was great. and then they did Thief. Yes, Deus Ex Human Revolution, and then Thief, 2014, which was originally going to have Thief 4 in the middle of the title because that's what the cool kids does. But yeah, that's just going to be that's just going to be perfect. And by the way, you have, and I always look at this. Look at you have with all these things here, all this stuff. You got Crystal Northwest, Nixon Software. I'm worried because they have so many cooks in the kitchen. They got too many cooks in the kitchen, and I'm just like, okay, this better work. Or would I be surprised that it doesn't? Would I be surprised that it's just like it's all just one big terrible broth of just bleh? Just like, okay, all these nice ideas that just turn out to be just crap. But hey, I could be wrong. I want this game to be great, but why do I get a feeling that this is not going to be good? I get a feeling that it's going to be just another mediocre loop-based shooter game with the Avengers faces slapped on, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's going to be microtransactions. And I say, oh, there's not going to be any microtransactions, and I'm like, no. Oh, that's like they're going to have free updates for now. Because they know, oh yeah, it's going to be. I will not be surprised when they'll flip that up. They're gonna. I guarantee you. I guarantee you, ladies and gentlemen, that if this thing goes well, they are going to renege on that. They're going to renege on that. Trust me. They're going to. They're going to renege. And when they do, don't be surprised. Or they're going to be like, oh, there's going to be a special super edition. It's not going to be like the Outer Worlds, which just the game is right there. Which once again, I just like remind people that this is how gaming is. This is what gaming is now. You don't get the full package. You never get the full package until a year later. So that's why at best, I'm going to wait until late end 2020 to get this game. Late 2020. If it comes out. I'm going to wait till all the updates, all the stuff is all the bangs, all the bells and whistles up there, and after all the crashes or whatever like that. Then I will buy it. And they'll say, well, why you wait so long? You know why? Because it's not the full product. I want to buy a game with the full product. You know what? I mean, but that's just my personal opinion. You could be wrong. Hey, you're going to have a 1/4 or 1/5 or 1/4 a game. Have at it, man. Hey, that's you. You do you. Hey, I'm happy with that. Hey, you know what? That's you. But for me, I want the full game. So that's why I'll just wait when the Steam sale comes down. And when it's like $20 or $15, I'm all in on that. And don't blame me. This is what the game industry wanted. Rarely I would go for full price or anything. Rare. The only time I will probably go full price on something is Nintendo. They actually put the whole game in the game, the whole damn game. They put the game in the game. Yeah. But you know what? I think that will be enough ranting for this evening. So, thank you very much for listening. Thank you so much for being here and just listening. Crab, thank you very much for being here. All the stuff listening on the YouTubes, the BitChutes, iTunes, Podbean. And by the way, once again, I am humbled to be here, Yeah. Oh, yeah, I suppose with online gaming communities, the only way game studios to make money long term is release periodic patches. Yeah, I get that. Yeah. But yeah. But yeah, again, I want to say thank you to everyone who's been here to listening. And, let me just give this an update to the downloads counter. I have around at least 70, almost 78,000 downloads. Next year, ladies and gentlemen, we're going for 100,000. I want to get 100,000 downloads by this time next year. So go spread the news, spread it, download, tell your friends, your family, your enemies, your friends, people you don't even know. They're coming to listen to the Dukect Lounge and listen to the live podcast, listen to the downloaded version, look at the YouTube, looking at the BitChute, Freaking Awesome Network, Manic Expression, wherever, whenever. So that's the plan for 2020. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. Thanks so much for watching. This is Dukect here. Peace and love. I will see y'all when I see y'all later.